times in one game because he maxed.
We are
And
live.
What else is a joke?
We are live. This is High Cup episode 3. Episode 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. Cup episode 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. Rendezvous play again? I don't even remember. January 3rd. Okay. January 3rd. Okay, I found it. Alright. You here?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. I'm gonna start with Rendezvous versus 11.
This is Smart Asian Guy versus 11.
You know his other name.
Does it really go by Smart Asian Guy now?
Well, I call him Smart Asinine Guy whenever people say Smart Asian Guy.
Fascinating.
Oh, you like that?
I'll do it again.
So, he joined NMA clan. I have an alternate account that I'm part of that clan as well. Just when I get annoyed of people going that clan. And I just realized that more than half of the people in this tournament is from Alpha Beta clan.
Yeah.
Mostly because so many people, like, I couldn't find them, they didn't respond, they didn't join to the server, they didn't report to the raid, so I literally had to replace half the bracket with just people. Like, the second day that we started the tournament, because people weren't responding.
I saw a lot of Alpha Beta people join.
Yeah, a lot of Alpha Beta people. That's a big clan, right? That's a huge clan, isn't it?
That's like StarFoxx.
Okay. Like, I'm get confused. It's like there's like Alpha Beta, Alpha X, Alpha XI. I'm like, what, are they all the same or just different
Beta
parts?
is for everyone that's not master.
Ah, got it. Cool. Well, let's just get into this. We have not smart Asian guy. It's actually Rendezvous, aka Omniscience, versus 11. And get it straight into it. Game 1. A little bit of background. These two were talking so much smack to each other before they can schedule a match. It's pretty funny. Both pretty hard ass. Go ahead and start with the top left. Hello?
Oh, I'm doing it?
Yeah, top left.
Okay, in the top left, our Blues are playing for Alpha Beta. It is 11.
And in the bottom right, we have the purple Terran. Smart Asian guy, NM8. Also, I call him Smart Asinine Guy. Really, his name is Rendezvous. Or Omniscience. Many monikers. So we got a hatch first. Hatch first going down. Just some regular barracks. No proxy happening. Double refinery, so some sort of tech build, I'm assuming.
Most likely factory first.
Factory and then expansion, right?
Maybe.
Do they typically go make a Reaper when they do factory first? We shall see. They
Yeah.
do.
You still go for Reaper first. The reason why you go to 2 gas is because you'll have 100 gas to make the factory after the Reaper. If it wasn't double gas, You can't afford the factory.
And he blocks off immediately? Is that standard as well?
No, he didn't expand.
He did not expand. Maybe he wants to deny? Deny that he has 2 refinery? I mean, he could be building an expansion behind this instead of a factory, and they won't know that if they denied.
Well, it could have been a Reaper expand, but
Yeah.
the Overlord's gonna come over here now, and he's gonna see that there's no CC in the natural. That doesn't necessarily mean some cheeky's happening, because it could just be at the high ground. But let's see how our Zerg player responds.
6 Zerglings.
That Reaper shouldn't get any kills. Okay,
And he's gonna
really shouldn't get any
lose.
kills.
He get out of it. He get it there alive.
He doesn't have speed, so he can't get out.
Second Reaper. Okay.
He's still droning. I don't know why he's still droning. I would definitely not be droning
Why?
after seeing no CC.
Hmm.
Oh, wait, hold on. Just kidding. That Overlord doesn't see that there's no CC because he just left it there.
He just left it there. So when we asked him what MMR11 was, he just said 4. And we're like, 4? Like 4K, right? So I thought Rendezvous was going to be the underdog on this one. Banshee build. I do like Banshee builds, bro. I like Banshee builds. That is
lack of scouting for our
very lack of scouting.
Zerg player is very saddening.
Atrocious, actually. Atrocious lack of scouting.
Really hurting him. Now he's going for a +1 Ling build. You don't really see this in ZVT. This is mainly in the ZVP. I've seen this a lot in the ZVP when you're going for Ling Bane Hydra. So I'm interested to see what his plan is.
He sees that Banshee, right? He crossed path. It wasn't cloaked. He should have Banelings.
No, he's gonna enter now and see that there's no CC.
For the first time.
Okay. He's making Lings right now. He's not.
He's got the tank on the high ground, so this should hold off.
Did he cancel that hatchery? I don't know why that hatchery's not done yet.
Banshee's in the main doing work. Getting some kills. Third is about to finish.
We should easily hold this with the Banshee. And 11 is ridiculously all in right now.
He is all in it. He lost that whole batch. He only killed the supply depot. That's the only thing he got out of it. He's got a Banshee and a tank to defend this, so not much you can do against that.
I don't know what 11's doing. It looked like he went for a +1 melee build and then didn't go for a +1 melee build.
Yes.
I'm very confused.
I'm quite confused as well.
This looks like...
Let's see what's going on back at the lawn. Just the attack on the... Oh, these Lings are gonna come in?
You should send
Here's
those Banelings into the mineral line to even up the worker count.
Immediately, right?
Even up the worker count. I believe...
He could have spread those Baneling out a little bit further and get a few extra. But this Banshee's gonna clean it up.
Yeah, he could have killed a lot more.
Yeah, he could have killed a lot more. If he spread them. And this Banshee's also continuously doing work. But is he gonna lose this? He's gonna lose that Banshee? He's gonna lose that.
Aren't hotkeyed, so he can't do anything about it. And he needs more. He needs to spend his money. Are you sure he's 4K?
No, he just says 4. No, that's what I thought he said. 4K. He just says 4. Oh, 4K.
If it's possible to have 4 MMR, that's kind of what it looks like.
I was like, I thought he was 4K. This whole time I was like 4K. Oh man, good luck. Good luck, Rendezvous. Good luck. But he's 3.7. I feel like he was tilting himself this game.
I don't know what his plan was.
It was a
+1
Baneling
melee,
all in
but then-
apparently.
Went for +1 melee, but then didn't Mac. It was just he just got +1 melee and then planned for like a Baneling bust, I guess. I don't know why. If he just defended, scouted the no natural, sent in an overlord to see what the heck was going on, realized it was a banshee. He holds the banshees. He has 100 drones, and Rendezvous is dead.
Yes.
He's going for
More lanes.
Assuming this is gonna be mech, yeah, it's gonna be mech with a lot of banshees, but he's not getting hyperflight rotors, so I don't know what's going on here either.
I'm not sure if I'm using hyperflight rotors to maximally. Do I'm just hitting and running, like moving all over the map.
Yeah,
Basically,
with hyperflight rotors, if I'm not mistaken, banshees can actually also outrun Mutalisk.
what? It's faster than
Like,
Mutas? I believe so. I tried that
decent.
this evening, I believe. I was like nothing. Like I was flying away from Phoenixes too, I think. Right? Are they faster than Phoenix?
I don't think so. Because
What?
Phoenix can fly. Because the problem with Mutas is they have to stop to attack.
Well, I can't outrun the Phoenix, but I outrun the Observer, and then they couldn't see me afterward.
So,
Love Banshees though.
your typical 8-minute and 42-second layer. I like it. I like it. His lack of creep spread and his lack of queens also was what hurt him. He had no queens to deal with the banshees, therefore he also does not have any creep spread because he has no queens.
Yeah, no queens. I mean,
And the banshees are now moving across the map, and he only has 2 queens, and those queens can't get to the 3rd because there's no creep. What am I saying again?
2.7. I'm like, I feel like I'm better at this. No, I don't know what he's doing this whole game.
Me neither. He's getting a Hydra dance, so he plans on going for Lingbane Muta, but Lingbane Hydra. Well,
Lingbane
you know what
Hydra.
Lingbane Hydra really needs?
What?
Creep.
Creep. Okay.
And you know what he doesn't have?
Creep. Queens.
Creep.
Queen and creeps.
Well, he doesn't have any queens to make 2 spread creep.
I feel like there's a song in that. There's a song
I'm very
out there.
confused as to what's happening.
Yeah. Let's see these
He's only,
badges.
Rendezvous is only going for the 1 armory.
Okay.
I don't know why. If he plans on going for just the tank, Thor, Hellbat, double armory is usually what you use. You only really get 1 armory when you're going for battle mech. Because when you battle mech, your main source of attack is going to be lock on. So you don't really need attack. You only get armor when you go battle mech.
Banshee does so much damage. It's insane.
They don't even have hyperflight rotors, so he shouldn't even be struggling with these banshees. But unfortunately, he is.
Oh, but he loses a lot of them here. Oh, 3 banshees going down.
However, he's only on 2 bases. Doesn't have the economy because he doesn't have queens. Doesn't have. He hasn't scouted at all, so he doesn't even know it's mech. He's very much dead.
Very much.
Now he's creep spreading. He finally put down creep tumors. He's finally creep spreading. It's about time.
1 creep tumor.
Typical
4.
11-minute creep spread. It's just reaching the outside of the natural.
So how do you play lane bang mutes usually? What's the correct way to play lane bang mutes?
Lane
I mean,
Hydra.
sorry, lane bang hydras, my bad.
A lot of Link-Bane Hydra players will play really greedily.
Okay.
Like some Link-Bane Hydra players don't even get a Roach Warren. Oh, why do you get a Roach Warren? He's getting a Nidus? I'm confused. And he's making roaches. Versus Terran, that's amazing. Link-Bane Hydra will play really greedily. There's some players that will skip the Roach Warren, because when you skip the Roach Warren, obviously that's 150 mineral investment. And then you just go, that's why a lot of people will go for the +1 melee at the start, which is what I thought he was going to do. I thought he was going to go for just Link Bane and into Hydras. If he was going for Hydra, some people just Link Bane versus Terran. So you get the +1 melee before Lair, and then you get +1, and then you can do some kind of like Link timing on a third. I'm speaking against Protoss. I don't really know how +1 melee works out against Terran, but against Protoss, that's what you would do. You use +1 melee to defend, and then use +1 melee to also do some kind of timing against the third. Against Terran, I think you want to focus more on the banelings, and then +1 melee. I think you get a baneling nest, and then you focus on your +1 melee, mainly because of the you need Banes to deal with bio. Yeah, he should just be dead here. There's nothing he can do about this attack.
That's quite an attack.
4 siege tanks.
4 siege tank, pretty good positioning. They're going down. Ghost.
I mean, hey, why not? When your opponent plays like this, you can get anything to beat him.
Oh, you know what? I'm tripping. This was the second game. I am tripping. Yeah, this was the second game, I believe. I got it mixed up.
I use ghosts.
Ghost.
Plenty of ghosts.
Whizzle mines. Alright. Some Ravagers coming out for a desperate last defense.
No, he's dead. He's very dead. Very much
I
dead.
really like the Hydra skins though. The Hydra skin is not bad at all.
Just the ghost. It's funny. Normally the ghost wouldn't work because the Zerg army should be bigger, but it's not bigger for no reason.
I was tripping. This is game 2, not game 1. Oh well. Didn't really matter. And we got GG. Oh, I like to play a lot of sound effects when I cast High Cup. So don't mind me.
Monster kill.
Let's play one. Monster kill. You didn't hear it, but. Okay. Game. Another game. Nightshade. Let's watch second game. Or it was actually the first game, but. Here we go. Nightshade. Let's do this. Yeah, I haven't really played this
Not
much.
because it's a bad map, it's just too dark.
Top left is you.
Where the adepts got in because I didn't close the wall because this map is too dark, so you didn't see. I misplaced the pylon because I couldn't see. This map is too dark.
Top left is you.
Oh, on the top left, it's a blue Zerg player. Technically not down a map, but you know what I mean. It's Alpha Beta's 11.
And the bottom right we have Rendezvous, aka Smart Asian Guy. Or Smart Asinine Guy.
Classic Rendezvous with non-wall. I always find it funny that he never walls, so...
He never walls.
Just wreck him.
So this was actually game 1, but it didn't matter. We'll see.
He doesn't like walling. And our games versus him, my adept always sees everything because he doesn't wall. I don't even have to go sentry versus him.
Oh my god, I was getting killed by Adept so bad. PvP, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, 2 proxied racks. This looks like it'll just be a proxy 2x Reaper, but I think you get your dope second gas sometime now.
Second gas? I usually get second gas right after my first refinery's finish. My second refinery.
For 2x Reaper?
Just in general. Like immediately after.
Yeah, it is gonna be proxy 2x Reaper.
Does he have the gas to support it though? Does not look like it.
Now, 11 is playing this like it's a ZVP again, because this Overlord is not checking for proxies. He was just chilling over the hatchery. Usually in ZVT, the Overlord that goes on top of the hatch in ZVP actually goes to look for some proxies and like notable proxy locations.
Yes.
It's moving now, but it's way too late. Okay, now he sees the Reaper. What is his reaction? Oh, can you save it? Can you save it? Turn it into a oh, he doesn't realize. Turn it into a spore. Nope.
Spore, huh? Not spine?
Well, you make it into a spore so it doesn't die.
Okay.
Yeah, he needs to make links. He's still making drones. He doesn't realize that it's proxy Rax Reaper. Oh my god.
You're like, what kind of players do you have playing here?
But he dropped a third. Does he not know it's proxy Rax Reaper? He needs to bring the other queen from the main. Oh my god. This is doing so much more damage than it should be. No, he's getting a spine, and the spine will help, but spines really don't help, especially when it's like 3x Reaper. Because Reapers do hell lots of damage for some really weird reason.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm like, I don't know how this is a 3700 Zerg. I just don't get it. Like,
I can see it being 37.
I mean, what? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. What can I say, right? I only ladder with Zerg, so what do I know? Oh, I ladder against Zerg.
Alright, the Terran is floating 1000 minerals because he's not. Now he sends a Overlord into the main for once. I'd like to see a factory. He's just gonna get more racks. Not a factory.
5 racks.
He never got a second gas. That's what I mean. He never got a second gas. Therefore, he can't continue the 2
Oh,
racks.
all
Like,
these SCVs are twitching out. These SCVs are twitching out.
He's going for drone. He's droning. Refusing to creep spread. Again.
You're like losing patience with the series.
I mean, I wish I played Zergs that don't creep spread. I mean, my adept attack timing in PvZ, you send them out at like 5:30, you get across the map like 5:45. There's some Zergs where their creep spread is like already like a little bit less than halfway, and like the rules of adepts are you shade as soon as you get onto creep, but it's still too far, and I'm like, these motherfuckers. When I face people like that, I'm like,
Factory.
I should have just.
One factory.
Yeah, I don't know what Rendezvous is doing. And I also don't know what the Zerg is doing, so it's okay.
Nobody knows what anyone is doing. What is this, Platinum League, Pat? It's a Platinum League game? Am I right, K-Count? Am I right? Let's see what's happening over here in Zergland.
He's making a lot of spines for some reason.
He's expecting some sort of drop, maybe? Looks like a drop location. Third is not saturated at all.
For a Zerg that's on 3 bases, he's even on workers. That is the saddest thing I've ever seen. He's walling off with these spines. Take it back, maybe not 3.7. Ah, classic 6 minute 49 second layer. Should look at that, I love it. Versus when you make roaches versus Bioterran, for some, if you choose to do that for some odd reason, a lot of Zergs actually like to go for armor. Kind of like how in PvT, when you're going against Bioterran and you're going for mass charge lot, you're gonna go for armor because Marines they do a lot of damage in a very short amount of time.
What do you like to follow up charge lot all-ins with? Or is there no follow-up?
There should be no follow-up.
You either win or you die.
If you didn't end the game, then you have lost. I'm loving this.
Medevac?
Layer. Amazing.
Stim pack being finished.
So, really? 3.7? Really? Positive? Much. All Rendezvous has to do is press the stim button and then A move, and he wins. You know why? Because roaches suck.
Yes. Not if you have 200 of them.
My MMR on this account for Terran is like platinum because I don't ladder on this account. Yeah, see, look, stim, and everything dies. See?
Nice.
Yeah, my MMR on this account is like platinum, but then like my MMR for Terran on my ladder account is like D2, almost D1, and like the differences of the opponents is just amazing.
Why don't you just finish it? Finish it!
More spine crawlers, I dig it.
Gotta hold that attack, bro. Gotta hold that drop. The main is really small in this map, I just realized. Like, there's really not a lot of space to...
The really small one was Disco Bloodbath. That one was tiny. Like, the main was tiny, but the map was ginormous. He could just attack. I think he can just stem and win.
Just stim and win. Ravagers in the high ground. Alright, let's see how these spine crawlers do.
They're gonna die.
Oh, well, they got backup. They got Ravagers in the high ground. And they did.
I don't know why he's not just attacking.
Lollygagging. Wait. Messing around? Ooh, marine splits. In GG. And that's all she wrote. I believe that will earn them a
Awesome victory.
play sound. Okay. Next series I promise will be a little bit more
Interesting.
interesting, I hope. This is in Spanish, what the hell? Oh, these are all alpha beta people.
Who is this? Oh, Alpha Beta Ghost?
Yes.
I thought when it said Ghost, I thought it was Ghost in our clan.
Nope, it's alpha beta ghost.
Too many ghosts. See,
Yeah, there's so many
there's-
ghosts. Well, our ghost is like a gold, so there's no way.
No, we have a gold ghost, and then we have a diamond 1 ghost, and then now there's this ghost.
Yeah, too many ghosts. Alright, let's get into it. You're gonna do the left one. Okay.
Ghosts. PvP. Ooh.
You're gonna do the left side. There's a lot of Protoss in this tournament. Lots and lots of Protoss. Mucho.
Am I going first?
Yeah, on the left.
Alright, bottom left hand corner of World of Sleepers. It is Alpha Beta's Ghost.
And in the top right, we have the pink Protoss Alpha Beta's StarFoxx.
Right. Everything is looking hella standard.
Okay, you can tell me the intricacies of PvP here. Your least favorite, right?
About PvP.
I don't know nothing about PvP. Or
Everything is looking hella standard right now.
hella.
Okay, here's a deviation. We have a Gateway Scout from our Red Protoss player.
Gateway Scout? What do you mean Gateway Scout? How's that?
Scouted after the first gateway. Normally you scout after the second gateway. Yeah, like what our pink Protoss
Second
player is
gateway.
doing. Yeah, see what our pink Protoss player is doing? He's gonna check for proxies and then he's gonna make a second gate. No, he's not gonna make a second gate. He's not gonna make the second gate? Really? Your second gate's gonna be late. So someone else is gonna make it?
Makes it
Whack.
You know, like?
Then usually what you're gonna do is you're gonna do, yeah, now that Cybercore's gonna just be 10. No,
¿No
it's-
quieres?
So he should be rallying workers into the assimilators right now. You should build up the assimilators one by one, so it's 1-1, then a 2-2, then 3-3. That way you don't hurt your mineral income.
So PvP, you don't expand early, huh? You're really careful with these expansions, huh?
You always 2-gate.
Two
You don't
gate.
2-gate,
You dead.
you die.
Okay.
Yeah, see what the red Protoss player is doing? He's doing the 1-1, 2-2, 3-3 filling of the gas. That way you don't hurt your mineral income. However, he is saturated. I wonder why he's saturated. I'm usually not saturated. Let's see what we're gonna get. We're gonna get 2 stalkers out of our pink Protoss player, and it's gonna be adept out of our red Protoss player.
Soccer versus Adept. How's that matchup look like?
Let's get a chrono.
2 Stalkers beats 2 Adept, right?
They do, but that's why you don't fight them directly. Alright, he's gonna chrono the 2 adepts. That's interesting. Usually you chrono the next 2 units after the adepts.
Okay.
So Is he gonna send it across? Okay, we have a proxy. Our third pylon is proxy for our red Protoss player, and our great. Yeah, see the pink Protoss player? He's gonna chrono the second 2 units, which is gonna be 2 stalkers. Delta's gonna go up to 4 stalkers and probably expand after that. But for our red Protoss player, he has going 3-gate robo. Really, 3-gate robo after adept. That's interesting. Now our
Oh,
pink
finds
Protoss
it.
player.
Walls it in.
Our pink Protoss player, did he? He never went back in with the probe, so I'm surprised he realized there was a third pylon missing. Now these 2 adepts, let's see if they can get inside. Oh no, he's... Oh, we F2 to protect, he F2 to save the proxy. I'm surprised, I think these adepts could have gotten inside and ended the game.
Yeah.
Okay, now those are depowered and I don't think you can win this fight. Yeah,
No.
I really think, because there was no probe.
Doesn't
at
even
the
know how to
wall,
fight
I
it.
think he could have shaded in.
Why
I
didn't
really
he
think
fight?
could have shaded in.
He thinks there's more coming?
Yeah, now our red Protoss player doesn't know what to do because he has to repower his robo.
It's gonna take a while.
Not looking good for a red Protoss player at all. We have a robo already down for our pink Protoss player, so he's getting ready to defend. He's going to repower the proxy. I think this is GG already. Ooh, bad micro though from our pink Protoss player.
Now it's 4 on 4. He can hold
I
it.
definitely think if he just let the 2 players die at the proxy, and then you shade into the main, which it definitely could have done because there was no probe in the main, and then kill all the probes in the main, you basically even out the damage. But now, he's gonna try and proxy, but
More gateways.
our pink Protoss player has an Nexus. He's getting immortals. He's getting what he needs to defend. I don't think this isn't looking good at all for our red Protoss player.
Let's see.
Yeah, you should be able to defend this easily with the shield batteries. You shouldn't be making probes though. Okay, so we have a prism coming in from our Protoss player, so he's definitely gonna have that juggle potential. Shield batteries? Interesting. We have 2 immortals now from our pink Protoss player. I definitely think he should get a prism because he definitely needs some more juggling potential. I'd like to see more batteries, and I don't like that he's making probes. So one of the sad things is he did lose the probe that was across the map, so he doesn't know that there's a natural. He doesn't know if his opponent is planning on taking a natural. Be careful. If he goes too far forward, he can get caught with force fields. So our red Protoss player is very all in. Like he is very, very, very all in. Did he lose the immortal? Oh, he lost the immortal. That's unfortunate. I thought he saved the immortal.
He did not.
So
This warp prison can come in.
With 3 stalkers, and immortal's just about to pop out, so we should be fine. Yeah, he needs to make
Fight
more
is still
batteries.
going on.
Oh. Oh, he's F2ing, so the stalkers are gonna. Oh my gosh. The F2 is real.
It's the F2.
Yeah, he's F2ing. I think he can fight this actually. He's got a lot of immortals. He
Okay.
needs to focus the prism. Focus the prism. Don't fight the stalkers. Focus the prism. He's not.
So blink on these?
Ooh, the
Oh, not
entire
right.
force of our red Protoss player just got annihilated because of those 3 immortals. I think he holds us with 3 immortals.
Mortals OP, man.
Those batteries don't mean squat when there's 3 immortals.
Yeah, I don't...
Oh, he's not focus firing. Why isn't he focus firing? Should have focus fired the immortal.
Ouch. Okay, that's abrupt.
GG.
Okay, I'm gonna play the sound effects here.
Over.
Would you call this
Very much
a awesome victory or a flawless victory?
Definitely not flawless.
We'll
Could
go
have been
with
flawless.
We'll go. Would you call this a brutality or fatality?
Neither.
Okay. Awesome.
Awesome victory.
Alright, let's go to game 2. Okay. Game 2. Let me make sure I'm back on my scene. I am. Let's do this game 2.
I definitely feel like the red Protoss could have taken that if he shaded the adepts into the main and killed all the probes. Okay, in the
Good.
top left, it is our pink. Pink? Yeah, pink Protoss player from Alpha Beta. It is StarFoxx.
And in the bottom right, we have the red Protoss player known as Ghost from Alpha Beta. Who won the last one? Red won the last one, right?
No, pink.
Pink did. Okay.
StarFoxx.
Okay.
Even though that he didn't scout the third pylon, he didn't scout the third pylon missing. I don't think he did.
Mhm.
Maybe it's just they're both from the same team, so he knew that Ghost likes Proxy Robo.
Mhm.
Proxy 3 gate. Alright, so same thing again. Gonna be gateway scout from our red Protoss player and non-gateway. It's not gonna be gateway scout from our pink Protoss player. Everything is looking standard for our pink Protoss player. There is really no benefit to sending the probe right away from the first gate.
Mhm.
Because when you arrive there, you really don't see anything.
Okay.
You just see that it's standard.
Good to know.
Like, it's safe to assume that every Protoss is gonna two gate. Like,
What are you
be
looking
a
for
fan.
when you get there?
You
How many
should
gas
pylons.
pylons?
You wanna count
Yeah, I feel
pylons.
like it seems like that's what everyone kept saying. Looking for pylons, the amount of
You always
pylons.
count pylons. Yeah, it's always safe to assume that the Protoss is gonna 2-gate, and if they don't, then you 4-gate and win.
Okay, good to know. I feel like casting really helps me because I don't really watch a lot of pro games enough. I've just started to, but casting kind of helped me think about the game more. It's like the fourth race.
Everything is looking standard. However, we have a probe from our red Protoss player. I think he's gonna proxy his third pylon.
Stalker,
It's gonna be Stalker
Sentry.
Sentry for a red Protoss player, and pink is gonna be Stalker. Ooh, delayed. He's a little bit late on the third pylon for a red Protoss player, so he's not gonna be able to make his next 2 units.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he's gonna go for a Nexus before third pylon?
Uh-oh. Does he scout it?
Interesting.
Did he scout that? Did he scout that Nexus? I don't remember.
No.
He did not.
So usually what you see is the Protoss will what you only see is you put a pylon at by the 2-gate to see the 2 units instead of just sacking the units.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just gonna be it's just gonna be a Stalker Sentry expand, and then he's probably gonna drop a Robo and Forge soon for our red Protoss player. However, it is gonna be it's just 4 Stalker opening from our pink Protoss player, and he's going over Twilight. Interesting. So because there's no proxy on the map, oh wait, that's not a probe. Because there's no proxy on the map, I think it's safe to assume he's just gonna go.
See what this Phoenix is see.
Okay, he went Twilight, and now he's getting a Robo.
Twilight Robo.
And here's the Stargate Forge? Robo? I'm confused. What's he gonna do with the Twilight? Get Glaives? He's gonna go for a Glaive all in?
Glaive.
I don't hate it, but usually you're gonna go for a Glaive all in after you get like the 2 Immortals. You usually get 2 Immortals and then the Prism when you go Robo expand, but he's I don't know. I also don't know why he's getting a Stargate. This is a ridiculously late Stargate, I guess. So it's like Oh, you open Robo, or you open Stalker Sentry. There's no way you have Stargates and then you skip on the batteries and then an Oracle shows up. I guess. I guess that's the plan. But then he also got a Robo, but he can't afford the Robo because his gas is going into the Stargate. So yeah, Glaives is gonna finish, but he doesn't have the gates to attack yet, so he still has to wait.
Okay.
Usually you go for a Robo, you get like one Immortal, and then an Observer, and then what's this called? A War Prism, and then you get Glaives in between that, and then by the time Glaives finishes, you have the gates, you have the Prism, you have an Immortal to attack, and then you go for the Glaive all in. But he has Glaives, but now he has to wait, because he doesn't have the gates to all in. The two Oracles are now moving across, moving up, and it's probably going to go towards the main. It's probably going to take our pink Protoss player off guard, because he's probably not expecting 2 Oracles at 5 minutes into the game.
We shall see
So I'll give him
how much
that.
damage it can do. Nothing to defend it, really, and these guys are gonna move out. So he's gonna be really out of position. Really out of position. He's going to town. Going to town.
Random mid-game Oracles. I dig
Yes.
it. However, there's nothing at home for him to defend Udepts. Nothing. Ooh, 3 Stalkers can actually, stop the Oracles.
Stop one.
Stop the Oracles in general, because 3 Stalkers can kill the Oracles. However...
16
there's a
probes
battery.
went down, however. Was
Oh,
it
he's in
worth it?
shade. He's just attacking. Oh no.
No shade?
He definitely should have shaded. I think he should have shaded. Oh, he's gonna attack.
Pull
with
the
Oh,
boys!
never pull the boys against Glaive Depths. Oh, there go all the
Oh my
probes.
god, they're going down fast!
I think they basically evened out the damage they've done to each other. Oh, no, he's
Oracle
not-
coming back?
Those 3 Stalkers can... I don't know what's happening in this game anymore.
That was even, 16 to 16. So...
Yeah, now
Immortal
they're
came
basically
out
even on
to
Arcane.
push out.
No, the Immortal doesn't help against Glaives. This is what I mean, that he didn't have the gates to continue the attack.
Hmm. He only had...
I'm really... I'll
6
go for,
gates.
I don't even...
Okay.
I only
He
go
needs
for
8
Glaive
gates
all
for
in
that,
when
or
I
what?
can. I only go for the Glaive all in. Oh, whoa. He's taking his 3rd Nexus already,
Okay.
while only being on 5 gates. Now I see potential for our pink Protoss player to win this game. I think if he just needs to get a couple Immortals, get like 1 Immortal, get Depths, and then a couple Sentries, and then go for it, he can definitely kill him. Oh no, wait, there's Archons, never mind. Where did the... Oh, here's the Templar Archives. The
Charge
Templar
lot
Archives is in the
finishing
natural.
up.
I didn't see the Templar Archives in the natural.
Another move out here. There's
Oh,
a
yes,
move
no
out.
choice. Our pink Protoss player is very all in. However, now there's Archons.
Which Protoss player?
Our pink Protoss player, he's all in. Yeah, I don't like this for our pink Protoss player at all. He's only got 5 gates. You just warped in Zealots? Oh, because he can't afford it because he doesn't have gas. So, yeah, he's very dead. There's 2 Archons. I don't see him breaking him. I don't see our pink Protoss player breaking the red Protoss player because there are 2 Archons.
2 Archons
And a
and
battery.
Immortal. Batteries, a
The
whole
two-
bunch of Zealots.
Well, the Zealots will melt, but the 2 Archons will melt the Adepts.
Zealots melt to Glaive Adepts?
Glaive Depths.
Glaive Depths?
Yeah, see, he's going home. There's no way he can break this. He's gonna take his 3rd. You're down on upgrade. Oh, yeah, he's going for a Dark Shrine.
Oracle's coming back for
He knows
another
how
round.
behind he is. When you're behind, you go for a Dark Shrine.
Dark
There are
Shine?
2 Stalkers in position, though. Oh, let's see. The Dark Shrine has potential. He doesn't have any observers out, so there's definitely potential. Oh,
Elevation. 4 probes going down.
he's gonna see the Dark Shrine with the Oracle. Yeah, he's gonna start focusing cannons. This is not looking good at all for our pink Protoss player. I don't like that our red proto star keeps sacking oracles. 3 stalkers is a very scary number. Here come the DTs. Oh, hold on, wait a second. There was a prism. He's gonna focus no observer. If he kills the photon cannon, there's no detection. Oh wait, there's an observer. And now there's an observer. There was an observer.
Okay, but it was
When did
still
you miss that
scary.
observer? I pressed units and I didn't see observer earlier.
5 probes going down.
I don't think you want to kill the Stargate. I think you want to kill the
Pylon?
Forge. That's a very bigger target. Stop that +2, then you can maybe come back with the upgrade. No? Kill the Forge. Kill the Forge. I think you should kill the Forge, because if he kills the Forge, then that delays +2, and then that helps. That lets him come back with the upgrades, but no, too late.
Jeez, I'm tired of these Oracle harasses. No more.
Yeah, he's very much GG. This game is very much GG. Arm supply is in favor of our red Protoss player. Red Protoss player. The supply he is ahead in supply, but his supply is in Adepts and Zealots with no upgrades. And Adepts and Zealots against +2 attack Archons. It's not pretty.
Lots of zealots warp in.
I don't like it. There's 3 Archons.
Oracle's coming in.
You juggle. 3 Archons and then you just juggle forever with the Prism. Oh, but he's attacking without the Prism. He won't be able to juggle.
This third is gonna go down.
Oh wait, he's not gonna bring the Prism.
Why won't he bring the prism?
I don't know, but if he doesn't bring the Prism, then he can't juggle, and then if he can't juggle... Oh no, but now there's more Archons. Now I think you can just A-move.
6 Archons.
It's very important in your PvP engagements. It can mean a lot of things.
Why does Archon beat Immortals? I don't get it.
Because Immortals don't do bonus to them.
Archons do bonus to
it's all about
Immortals?
the Archon in charge a lot.
Immortal and charge lots. Okay.
All that matters is the amount of Archons you have and the amount of charge lots you have.
Okay.
But I mean that's what people say, but for me, I always say the biggest thing is the amount of Archons. Because at the end of the day, it's the Archons that really mean everything. You can have like you can have more Zealots than your opponent, but if he has more Archons, the Archons will melt your Zealots.
How big of a radius is the splash damage on Archon?
It's not that big.
But you can kill like 2 or 3 zealots together at the same time?
Oh yeah, here come the Archons. Yeah, he's not... There's no juggling. He's losing Archons for no reason. All the Archons should have survived.
It does not matter, Jabroni. So what do you think? Do you feel that was a awesome victory? Or a flawless victory?
I think it was an interesting...
Would you say it's a brutality or a fatality? Just pick one. Fatality?
Neither really.
Or monster kill?
I don't think it was either.
I'm gonna go with...
I think you just got duped with the 5-minute Oracle harass.
Okay, I'll go with brutality.
Brutality.
Stalker Sentry into 2 Oracles. Interesting. Interesting.
I just went to the bracket real quick. Went to the bracket screen. Just to let the viewers know what we're
Hydra did that. Hydra went Stalker Sentry, I think. I was thinking of Stalker Sentry, or went like Stalker, and then then expanded, and then went for Stargate, and then he went for Phoenix, and then I 3-gate roboed and then killed his natural.
Nice.
But I think there were just mind games happening. I think he saw that I was missing a second pylon, and he thought I was proxy oracling. So that's why he went for Phoenix. But I went for Stalker Sentry Expand with a Robo. And then I saw that he went. And because I went Stalker Sentry Expand, my hallucination saw the Stargate. I canceled my Forge, got a third gate, and then attacked him with 100 Stalkers. And I got the third.
Nice. Alright,
Got the third, got his natural.
on to game 3. The final round. Between these two Protoss players. And here we go, StarFoxx versus Ghost, round 3. Any predictions?
We've seen a lot of things.
Go ahead, man. Top left.
Top left, it is our pink Protoss player. It is Alpha Beta StarFoxx on game point. See, yeah, game point.
Game
Against
point.
this guy in the bottom right.
It is Ghost, Alpha, Beta, Red, Protoss. 1-1. Match point. With a smiley face. What do you think they're gonna do? What do you think they're gonna do? Would you say they're pretty evenly matched, or one person you feel is better than the other in certain ways? In micro, in macro, in strategy, timing, mind games. What say you?
I don't know. We'll see.
Okay.
PvP's an interesting matchup.
You never know.
PvP. The thing I don't like, however, from our pink Protoss players is inability to mind gas.
To mind gas?
Mind gas efficiently enough. I
Okay.
think.
Double probe here, for whatever reason.
Everything's looking standardly the same. Standardly similar.
Standardly standard.
Everything is the same.
Mismo por todos.
No proxy pylons. Everything is in their base for now. We shall see what happens with this. Third pylon is going to be at home, looks like, for both players. Stalker Sentry Expand for our red Protoss player, and Stalker from our pink Protoss player.
Would you
However, he is chronoing Warp Gate, but he didn't proxy anything. But he's gonna go, why are you chronoing Warp Gate, dude?
Yeah, dude.
Usually chrono Warp Gate when you're going for some kind of 4-gate pressure, or 3-gate pressure. So it's gonna be the same opening from our pink Protoss player. It's gonna be 4 Stalkers. No.
Looking for proxies.
Yeah, he's looking for oh, he didn't see the third pylon. He should scout more with that initial probe. If he scouted more with the initial probe, he wouldn't have to send in Stalkers like this. He could immediately send the Stalkers across the map. I actually like I like the 4 Stalker opening against a Stalker Sentry opener, because then it's 3 Stalkers and a Sentry versus 4 Stalkers. And unless you get a battery, it's very hard to hold. That's why when you get a battery, when I see a Stalker opening, I'll go for battery. Okay, so it's gonna be Robo Twilight from our red Protoss player. I don't know why he's gonna be Twilight, but then for our pink Protoss player, it's our standard Robo Forge.
Standard Robo Forge, eh?
Usually that's what it is. You go Robo Forge. And then Robo Forge Twilight. Robo Forge Twilight for our red Protoss player. I wonder what he's gonna spend his gas on, because you don't have gas for all 3 of those. Unless it's just gonna be a maybe a Prism first and then some Adept Harassment, where you shade in the a Robo Bay for our red Protoss player. Yeah, but he's getting charge, and then wants to make disruptors. Yeah, see, and then there's the forge, where you can't do anything with the forge because you don't have gas for the forge. Oh yeah, he does have a battery to help defend against the 4-stalker opening. Is he gonna go for disruptors? That's the only thing I could think of, but then why is he getting charge? Usually you get blink when you go for disruptors for like a blink stalker disruptor kind of play. But our pink Protoss player isn't making probes. Why isn't he making probes? Our red Protoss player is ahead in workers. I don't know if he just stopped making workers or he's not been chronoing. I don't know what's happened with our pink Protoss player for a long time. Yeah, it's gonna be disruptors, but he's getting charge. Yes, but then he's also getting attack. He's gonna go for disruptor drops in PvP? Yeah, the hallucination scout's gonna see this. I think he just dropped a Stargate. Then get a couple. He's gonna get a Dark Shrine?
Dark Shine!
I mean, he is behind technically a little bit because it wasn't. Okay, there's a Stargate. I like the Stargate. There we go.
Stargate and Dark Shrine.
Yeah, I definitely would have liked to see the Stargate and not the Dark Shrine. That's too much gas.
Going for the
If
third?
you look at his gas income, if you look at his gas, he doesn't have the gas to get Dark Shrine unit. He doesn't have enough gas to get Dark Templars or Phoenix. And I think what he needs is the Phoenix. The Phoenix will counter the Disruptors.
Hmm.
Now he's getting Blink. He has a bunch of Stalkers. Doesn't really have... He's 4 Zealot? I don't know what's happening. It looks like our red Protoss player is trying to plan on taking his third, and that makes sense. He's got 6 gates. 6 gate expand is pretty standard. But yeah, he's going for disruptor drops versus Protoss, I guess. Is he paying attention?
Oh,
He's not paying
6.
attention. Where is the camera of our pink Protoss player?
That was like a wake up.
Yeah,
Fight
he
the
needs
wake
to
up.
use the Phoenix. And he has a Dark Shrine, but he can't use it because he doesn't have the gas for it. He's getting charge. Doesn't have a Templar Archives because he can't afford a Templar Archives because he got a Dark Shrine. I'm liking this. I'm liking the position of our red Protoss player more now. The Disruptor drop really shouldn't do any damage because of the Phoenix. And the Disruptors in general shouldn't do anything because of the Phoenix. But I think if he didn't get charge and just went straight for Blink Stalker Disruptor and not made Zealots and just made a lot of Stalkers, he definitely could overwhelm the Phoenix because it's only a 1 Stargate opener. But because it's only 1 Stargate, he'll have enough to counter the Disruptors. I don't know what's happening in this game.
You don't know what's happening every game.
Yeah, because it's not like I'm casting people who know what they're doing. Yeah, he's getting attack. Usually you want armor when you go for Disruptor, Blink Stalker Disruptor, because it's all about the Disruptor shots. So it's better for your Disruptors to live longer than it is for them to... than it is for your Stalkers to do more damage. So he's gonna try again with a Disruptor drop.
Ooh.
Oh, no pull!
Oh, 5!
Definitely
We cause it.
Well, because he knows there's Phoenix out, but he could have got more. Like if you moved it down a little bit, he could have got all those probes, all the probes that are stacked up because of the fact that he's oversaturated.
Oh, the stacked up probes. All the kills have been from Ghost.
Yeah, because he went for Dark Templar, he has no choice but to go for Dark Templar Archons because he can't afford the Templar Archives. Dark Templar Archons are so expensive. So expensive. Fleet Beacon?
She's just building all kinds of stuff, isn't she?
Okay, we're gonna have 2 Colossus.
Shit.
Did he scout the Colossus? He might have scouted the Colossus actually. No, He didn't scout the Colossus. He's not scouting for that. He's going for Colossus. So why is he getting the fleet beacon? Does he just... Is he map hacking?
Map hacking.
No, but if he's getting a fleet beacon for the Tempest to counter the Colossus, he would be getting +1 attack. Yeah, here there's a second Stargate. I mean, what I could see what happening is a Red Protoss player is gonna macro up. He's gonna max out with this awesome army, and then he's gonna get to the other side and see carriers because of his inability to scout. He should be sending hallucination scouts across the map to see that. I don't know what's happening in this game.
¿Qué pasó?
He should attack the 4th. You really should be out in the map more once you have your +2 attack.
Okay. Would
But
she be
he's
doing
not.
attacking the 4th, maybe?
Should be attacking.
Period. Just attacking, period.
Yeah, he has more disrupt. I think he has. How many disruptors does he have? He has 4 disruptors. He has the Archons. He has enough. He has more than enough to overwhelm his army because his army is bigger. Our Red Protoss player army is bigger, and his army has splash damage. On top of it, just being bigger. Yeah, he's gonna move out now. He's gonna see the carriers. He's gonna warp them a bunch of stalkers, and those bunch of stalkers have blink, so they'll easily get on top of the carriers. I'm really liking this for our Red Protoss player. The Marvi army is moving out now.
Carrier has arrived.
Caught. Yeah, the Phoenix are gonna get caught by the Archons. Now I really like this because there's only 4 disruptors and there's only 4 Phoenix. With I don't think. Yeah, he's just gonna wedge himself right into here. The disruptor shots are gonna hurt because. Yeah. He can barrel right through this army. He sees the carrier.
He's
now
barreling.
The Archon charge load is too strong, and the plus. Does he have +3 attack? No. But yeah, the Archon charge load is barreling forward.
Oh!
More stalkers.
25, 30 workers, 35, 37, 40.
His prism should be sending in stalkers. Did he lose the prism? I guess he lost the prism.
GG should be called very soon here.
Yeah, there's the blink forward. GG
Oh,
will play.
would you call that a fatality or brutality? Just pick one, bro.
I think that one was more of a fatality.
Fatality, finally.
Fatality.
Like an actual one, unlike the other ones where it's just you shot yourself in the foot kind of thing.
Right. Well, what'd you think of that series in total?
The last game was interesting.
Okay.
First two are eh.
Anything particularly interesting?
And the third one? Not really. Just I just liked it better. It was more interesting with the dynamic. I feel like if our Red Protoss player waited, then it would have been one of those situations where you get on the other side of the map. Like I've been in that situation where I build up my Archon Immortal charge lot with Colossus, and then I go to the other side of the map, and then he has carriers, and I'm like, oh, I definitely should have hallucinated scouted. Oh well.
But he only had 2 carriers, so it just didn't.
Oh yeah, he hit it right before there were too many carriers, and then you can handle that with blink stalkers.
Right.
Actually, you can handle carriers in general with blink stalkers because blink stalkers are really good, and carriers suck versus Protoss. Until you have a lot.
Critical amount.
Until you have enough with some disruptors underneath, or like some with your Archon Immortal charge lot underneath, then you're fine. Because if you are able to kill everything on the ground, then your like warpins of stalkers should be able to handle the Tempests that are, if they're Tempests to counter, that are there to counter the carriers.
Right. Well, that concludes High Cup episode 3. This tournament's about to close out. We only have about 2 more matches one more match before the final. We're at the semifinals right now. House
Who's in the
Quirk.
semifinals?
Semifinals is the Kyujin versus Captain Canuck. Alpha Ghost versus House Quirk. Do you know any of those guys?
No, all of them except for the Quark dude.
House Quirk dude. So House Quirk dude is stomping through. Stomping through. I think he's smurfing. You think he's smurfing? No, I'm just kidding. Anytime anyone's winning, they're smurfing. And with that, I shall play my final sound effect of Godzilla. Just don't say anything because it's just gonna, no one's gonna hear you.